Hi, I'm Willie Robert Thomas from Atlanta, Georgia. Good to be with you all here this morning. I have something I would like to talk about that I feel like is kind of important. I ran into a friend the other day when I was getting my insurance paid, and he had been watching some of the videos, right? And he was saying to himself, he believed that it's not a such thing as free will in so many words. In other words, he said that he think that we are living in the world like when we make our decision, we force into it. He say we like kind of like, and I don't want to like put words in a person's mouth. This what I'm getting out what he was saying. It was just like for us the government got rules and regulations, so we can't just do anything we want to do. So I do understand that 100%, but at the same time, more more than often we have free will. When we get up in the morning, we can choose to brush our teeth or not to brush our teeth, to eat breakfast, to not to eat breakfast. It's so many things that a human have, letting you know 100% that they have free will when it dealing with that person. Now, when you're dealing with other individual, if you violate their free will with your free will, then that's something totally different. But everybody in the world have their own free will that they can stand on. I looked this up in the dictionary today. I want my friend to see um upon getting this out the dictionary what it stands for, so he can see for himself. I hope he able to make it out. I'm gonna keep it right here for a minute and hope we able to get the whole dictionary um, version in what it was talking about. Now I will go on to expire on that again. What free will is? Free will, where you have the opportunity to be with someone that you want to be with or you don't want to be with them. That's your free will. Free will is if you want to get up in the morning and go to work or you don't want to get up and go to work. That's your free will. Everybody have free will. And I just harping on that just a little bit just to let a person know that it's impossible for anyone like take away your free will. Being forced to do something, that's not free will. If I force you to do something, and this is what he was just saying. He was saying things like this, like if people get caught up in sex, you know how they do the sex trade with the female, but that's not that person free will. Somebody forcing that person to do something. It's a difference. It's just like the government got laws, they got rules and regulation here on earth. If you break their laws or you break their rules, then they got punishment for you. That's different. You violating somebody else's rules and regulations. So you have to understand free will means that you yourself have free will. In other words, I make an example all the time in the Bible with Adam and Eve in Genesis when when sin supposed to enter into the world. I always ask a person this because you have to use your common sense because it ain't written in the biblical book. It is saying that when Adam and Eve was in the Garden of Eden, and God said you can have anything that you want. Just don't take from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And they disobeyed God and they done it anyway. Right then and there, by their transgression, they disobeyed God. Sin entered into all men and women in the earth. In the earth, because Adam and Eve supposed to have been the first offsprings. They supposed to have been the first woman and the first man here on earth. And when they disobeyed, then transgression supposed to enter into all Adam and Eve offspring would have been you and I. But you have to ask yourself 100% by God being a merciful God and a God being a loving God and an all-knowing God, will God punish us for something that Adam and Eve done? Let's evaluate that. And I say absolutely not. By the mere fact that Adam and Eve had their free will and they disobeyed, and then we came into the world after that. And now we are told by people who read biblical book that we have sinned. We can always get our free will born. Letting you know 100% what I was saying earlier. You have the free will to do things that you want to do. But when you try to get sin born out of that, that's when we have a problem. Because if what Adam and Eve done would have caused the whole world to come into sin, that means that would have compromised our free will. In other words, they would have made a decision not only for themselves, but everybody who came in after them. Therefore, the people who came in after Adam and Eve, they would have made a decision for those people. Since we can't never see that ever happen by using our common sense, knowing that everybody come in the world, they have their own free will, that could never be true what's written in the biblical books. So when I say free will, and I like to kind of like harping on it, like I say again, I like to give you examples and explain my example. Why do I say what I say? So letting you know I just don't just come and make something up. And then when I showed you the definition, that's one of the definitions. They got probably like 4 or 5 would explain, but I got the one that I thought was real simple that it explained it to the fullest. And I said force. The reason I use force because when somebody force you to do something, that compromise your free will. If you forced to do something, if you forced to go to prison, then you're not going because you want to go. You're forced into prison. If somebody force you into the sex trades, you're not doing it on your own. You're forcing to do it. If somebody was to come up on you and try to rob you for your valuable, your money and stuff, you're not giving it to them because you want to. You are forced to do it at that time. So we have to understand when we have free will or when someone forcing us to do something. It's very important so we can get a clear understanding of what's be going on out here in the world. Hi, my name is Willie Robert Thomas. Keep subscribing to my channel. I'm just going to end it right there. I can go on and on, but I think my point was very well explained. And I don't want to just overwhelm you with going on and on talking about the same thing. Keep subscribing to my channel and may the living God bless you. Thank you. Bye-bye.